Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today I will be doing a run that I've been talking about doing for quite a while now, or I feel like I've brought it up a couple times in videos, is maybe doing Storm Ruler only, and now I'm finally doing it, and it was really easy. I'm not even going to cap, especially because you can immediately go upgrade it, which is what I'm doing right now. So yeah, rules are simple. Storm Ruler is the only weapon you can use, and it's gonna be pretty easy because I don't have to worry about Yorm because Storm Ruler is the weapon. So I can finally actually have a run where I kill every boss with the actual weapon of choice. So I thought that's the main reason I'm doing this one, just so I can at least have that, because I hate gimmick bosses. So, but yeah, no. Instead of immediately running to Gundyr, I decide to take on the Titanite Lizard, which does kill me a couple of times. But after a couple more attempts at fighting him, I'm finally able to take him down and get basically an immediate upgrade to my weapon. Okay, so now we're moving on to Gundyr, and so you're gonna see for the all the way up until Deacons, you're gonna see another me in the bottom left because I streamed this part because I was pretty bored that night. Towards the end, I kind of ran out of things to talk about, and so I kind of just stopped streaming, and then I kept doing the rest of the run. So yeah, but Gundyr went down pretty quickly because I'm using an overpowered weapon. No shocker. If you were here on stream, you would have saw that took me like 5 minutes to do, but it took me a while to do that jump. I don't know why I had so much trouble this time around on the jump, but I came up here as usual to get the free Estus shard off rip, and then the covetous silver serpent ring, because that's always good to just have for free souls early game. The only thing really of note to grab here is mainly just that Estus shard for extra healing. Now, I don't think I think this is going to be a shocker to all of you, but Vort was pretty easy too, given the fact that I'm using a pretty late game weapon, and it literally has 0 stat requirement. That's another thing. I didn't need to cheat in stats for this one, even though last time for the Demon Scar I didn't cheat in stats for the weapon. It was but I was only a little off on that one, so it really wasn't that bad. But yeah, no, Fort went down very, very quickly, especially because I already have a +1 weapon. Ever since I've done challenge running, or I guess if you can really call these challenge runs, I've always just grabbed Yule for free, the free 5 levels. Also, while in the Undead Settlement, I make sure to grab the Estus Shard. And a little further along, I make sure to get the Undead Bone Shard out here just for extra potency on my flasks. And now it's tree time. Now, once again, this boss just takes a while just because of how it works. And so, I just hate this boss, man. I mean, I guess it technically is like a gimmick boss, but it's not like a weapon-based gimmick. Those are the main gimmicks I care about, is when you have to use a specific weapon. But, anyway, yeah, no. It's not too hard. It's literally the curse-rotted Greatwood, but, it is very annoying to fight. I was honestly, if I died here, I was thinking about just not fighting him. And just, because honestly, I was planning on trying to do it all in one stream. But by, the end of hour 1, I felt like I just wasn't saying anything, and so there was no point in streaming if I'm just not going to add anything to the content other than just playing it live, because then I might as well just wait and make a video out of it. And so, yeah, yeah, but really not much to say about this curse-rotted Greatwood. I really don't know what else to add about this stupid boss. It's just the worst in the game. It's actually the worst, man. Moving on. And for the extra souls, and because I also need to be up here, I decided to help Sigurd kill this demon, because the reason I'm up here is to get Flynn's ring and the Chloranthy ring, because both those rings benefit me on this run. And then, I mean, I also get 8,000 souls, I think, from killing the demon. Or I get a solid chunk of souls from killing him. Yeah, 5,000, which ain't bad early game. Now on to the Crystal Sage, which this guy is This guy's just, he's just not great. I mean, he's honestly, he's better than Curse Rod of Greatwood. I'm going to be honest. Honestly, I think for this video, because there isn't really much to say about the gameplay because it's so easy, I'm going to just kind of rate the bosses as we go. And just like as how much I actually enjoy the fights. Because I think that'd be something more enjoyable than just commenting on me just instantly killing them with this weapon. But yeah, no, Crystal Sage, I don't like the ability spam. That's another reason why I just don't like Aldrich either, which I guess, oh yeah, spoiler alert, I won't like him either. But yeah, I don't really like magic spam as a boss, so, you know, that's just my take. Moving on. And now it's Deacons of the Deep time, and as you can see, I took off some of my armor so I could take advantage of the Flynn's ring, which gives me more damage the lighter my equipment load is. So that definitely helps early game with extra damage like I actually need it though. But I thought I might as well just, you know, the run's already going to be overpowered. Might as well just see how far we can take it. But yeah, no, at this point I think I've still got a level 1 weapon. I don't get a level 2 weapon until before Abyss Watchers. I'll show when I actually get the resources for that. But yeah, no, Deacons, my rating of the boss, I kind of forgot to do that. Boss is pretty bad because it's literally just a swarm of enemies, but it's not like awful to fight against. It's just like not a good boss design, unfortunately. So yeah, moving on. Yeah, right before I go take on Abyss Watchers, I go kill this fella who gives me 2 Titanite scales. Now, the Abyss Watchers, they're pretty difficult, I'd say, but they're not, well, I'd say they're pretty difficult to a new player. But I feel like I mean, I guess that's every boss, but I definitely feel like this was a major roadblock for me. And I do like difficult bosses, so I definitely would rank this as like an A if we're doing tier list. It's definitely above everything so far. That's just a guarantee. Abyss Watchers has been the better fight. You know, Abyss Watchers is just the better fight. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Abyss Watchers is better than all the ones so far. I know I just repeated myself 3 times. There's nothing else for me to say ranking wise. But I mean, I guess in comparison to the rest of the game, he's I'd say maybe in the top 10, but I guess there's only like 17 bosses in the main game or something like that. I don't really know for sure. It's between like 17 and like 20. It's gotta be. But yeah. Anyway, really easy because I have an overpowered weapon. Moving on. Now on to Mr. Wolnir. Definitely, honestly, of all of the gimmick bosses, I definitely like him the most because if you do it right, you can literally just negate the gimmick. Which, well, I guess, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying gimmick. I mean, you can basically negate the fight if you do it right. That's what I mean. Like, you can basically stun lock him with those bracelets as long as he, like, actually keeps them where you can hit them and not die from the smoke and all that. But yeah, no, he's really not too difficult. Now moving on to Pontiff Sullivan. He's not very difficult, especially because you can easily parry your way through the first phase with no issue. Like, if you just, like bait out the dash, which is what I'm trying to do here. I think I successfully do it, like, a couple of times. I'm not 100% sure, though, because I died, like, 3 times on him, which was quite unfortunate, but, like, I wasn't very locked in on the first attempt. The second one was just my bad, and then I think the third time around I got him. But yeah, no, if you can bait out a couple of riposts, especially one right before he goes over into his second phase, because I did one like that, and now I've got him right as he summoned his clone, and I've got his clone basically dead and him basically dead too. So as long as I play it safe here, we're good, and then I start to tweak out, as you can see. Well, I mean, I guess not. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting hit a lot, and then I start to try to chug Estus because I have like 6 of it, and then I'm just getting myself schmurdered. But then as soon as he summons another clone, it's just over for him. Moving on. Now it's Aldrich time. as I said earlier, I don't like him very much. Also, I didn't really state my opinion on Pontiff, and so because I already stated my opinion on Aldrich, how about I do that now? And so, honestly, I think Pontiff is one of the best fights in the game for me, because especially because my first time around, I really struggled with him until I just learned how to parry him, and then he became so easy. So it's like it's kind of I kind of like a boss that's like it's well, I guess he's not very hard, but he's pretty hard compared to most of the bosses in this game. But if you parry him, he gets significantly easier, especially in his first phase where he doesn't have the clone you're worrying about. But when he has the clone, it gets a little harder to know like when he's gonna actually hit you, and I don't think you can parry the clone, and so you can't really get in a position to parry him a lot of time unless you just kill the clone outright. But yeah, no, here at the end, this is another reason I don't like Aldrich. I feel like at the end of his health bar, he just spams magic and then just teleports. Like, that's all he does. And you see it like 3-4 times here. He just spams and then just throws something out. And then before he can shoot an arrow storm, I just kill him because I'm sick of it. Now, I don't think this will come as a shock to anybody, but I think Yorm will be pretty easy this time around, given the fact that we are using the Storm Ruler as our challenge weapon. But to be honest, either way, I'd probably be using the Storm Ruler. But this time around, mine's technically upgraded to level 2, so it should be doing more damage. But, I mean, who knows, to be honest. It could just not be doing more damage to Yorm. It might just be a specific amount that it does each time you do like the special attack, because it is like a specific attack that only works on him. So honestly, that could be it could just honestly be the same number no matter what, whether or not you upgrade the weapon. Who knows? Let's move on. Now on to Dancer. Now at this point I had a crash while fighting Dancer, but I didn't kill her on that attempt. And so basically after like every single boss, I just started immediately restarting my footage just to make sure that I would have the footage of me killing every single boss, which it worked this time around, because I mean, the only way that wouldn't work is unless I crashed like as I kill the boss, which would have to be some insane timing, and at that point it's just not worth it. Like, and so I don't really think. But I mean, luckily this time I didn't lose any bosses to crashes, which I'm so thankful for, that I can actually have like a full run of Dark Souls 3 and not like have 6 of them missing. But yeah, no. Dancer's not too bad. Moving on. Now, to be honest, I know some people don't like the Osiris fight, but I have never once, I think I've maybe died like in a grand total of 3 times to this guy out of all my I won't say I never died to him, because I feel like I've probably died to him a couple of times, but I feel like, or at least to my memory, maybe I have died to him a lot, but as much as I remember, I don't think I've died much, or at least not recently. I don't think I've died much on this guy, because I feel like the last couple of runs I first tried him. So yeah, no, but Osiris, he wasn't too bad, especially because he's also a fairly easy boss. Like that, I don't know. His boss isn't great. I mean, it's definitely an easy boss to fight, but it's also just like sometimes it feels like you get hit when you shouldn't have. But I feel like that's just because he flails around so much, it's hard to kind of figure out what he's actually doing. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's just a skill issue or if like other people just have an issue of just kind of randomly getting hit by this guy when you feel like you shouldn't have. But that might just be me. But I mean, I didn't die to him at least, so why am I complaining, you know? I managed to kill him, that's all that counts. But yeah, no, he really isn't too hard, because as long as you can get him to just start charging into a wall, you can keep him in one place enough to just kind of wail on him as much as you want. And just stay on your toes to make sure he doesn't do like a spin move or something. Now, honestly, the champion Gundyr fight is probably one of my favorites in the game. Like, I know he isn't the hardest boss, but I just feel like I like his moveset the most. I just kind of like the rhythm of the boss. It just feels good to fight against him. I just don't know what else to say. It like feels good to fight him. And I don't really like know of many other bosses that like feel good to fight, other than like a couple others, which I'll mention later. Which actually only really one other in this game, but yeah, no. Gundyr, Champion Gundyr is definitely a really nice fight. Moving on. Now this time around, I actually kind of struggled with the fight, no lie, but I only died like 3 times. I think I just kind of forgot his moveset for some reason. I honestly just don't really know what to say. I just was dodging like way too early. I don't know. I think I just kind of messed it up for a second, but I was able to lock in after a little while and actually remember how to beat him. But yeah, no, he isn't too difficult, especially because I've got like a +3 weapon at this point, which isn't. I mean, I could probably have a level 4 right now if I really went out of my way to get a bunch of Titanite skills. But the main plan is I just grab a bunch all strewn throughout the Grand Archives, which is the next area. And to be honest, if you really want to know where those are, you're better off looking up a tutorial than trying to watch my video, because to be honest, I don't know where they are in this footage, and I don't know. I just think you should watch a video. That's what I did. I just think that would probably help you find them a lot better than me showing you. And the second boss in Dark Souls 3 that, in my opinion, just feels nice to fight against is gotta be Twin Princes. I mean, I just like Lorien. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I just really like his moveset just alone. And then like the bonus on top of Lothric, like it adds to the moveset. And it's not like to the level of Consort Radahn where it's like obnoxious, where there's like lasers everywhere. It's just like there are some projectiles, but they're not like constant, you know? So it definitely does help. And then I almost got myself killed there because I decided to heal at the wrong time. But eventually I locked in and actually started not getting myself killed. But yeah, no. Once again, though, at this point I do have a level 5 weapon, so it is very easy, because you can get a free Titanite slab on the elevator going, like the shortcut elevator here. If you like get the secret one, you can just get a free slab. But yeah, no. Love this boss, honestly, probably one of my favorites in this game. Moving on. Now, last, but definitely not least, because this is probably in the top 5 of this game as well, like in my top 5 bosses, is the Soul of Cinder, which I mean, his second phase, or his first phase is nice. It's like, it's a cool concept, but some of the modes I don't like necessarily like, but I mean, I guess I'm not necessarily bad at any of them, because this time around, I had the scimitar one for like half the fight, as you can see here, that I thought I was bad at. But I guess this time around I just locked in. I don't know if it's just because, I don't know, I just actually kind of learned how to play against him. But I still got hit quite a lot, so I guess not that great. And a lot of the time I just was able to stun lock him with my massive sword. And so that definitely helped. But But yeah, no, moving on to the second phase. Second phase is definitely my favorite of the two, because it just resembles Gwyn, and that's like one of my favorite fights in the series. Yeah, no, I really do love this portion of the fight. I definitely love the music too. That's why I include it in my videos quite a lot. But yeah, no, honestly, this is probably in the top 3 as well. I think in order, it'd probably go like Twin Princes, Soul of Cinder, and then like Gundyr. Honestly, Gundyr and Soul Cinder might be tied. I'm not sure, though. That's just me, though. But yeah, no, with that, I was able to beat Dark Souls 3 with Stormruler. No shocker there, to be honest. But I really hope you guys did enjoy watching this YouTube video. And I know this challenge was honestly really easy, and I mainly kind of just did this one because I also uploaded midweek, so I kind of just wanted to ensure that I would be able to upload this weekend. And so, yeah, I thought that, and I was talking about doing this one for a minute now, or I've at least been mentioning it on and off, and so I felt like I should finally just kind of do it just to be rid of it almost, but not like because I want to get it over with. Like, it was fun to do, and honestly, it definitely was a very easy challenge. So if you're looking for a very easy challenge to do, I would do this. But once again, to do any of the challenges I do, you have to be on PC because I do use Cheat Engine to spawn in the weapons. So that is an unfortunate thing about doing these challenge runs. That's like, because the first one I did was on console, but after a while I had to switch. But yeah, no. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.